Anyways, next game, people, is gonna be between let's see here what we have in the list. Duceman versus June. And I don't know much about these players either. Haven't actually played any of them. Let's get this up and see what's gonna happen here. So next game, we're gonna take away this one and we're gonna put on this one. It's Duceman versus June. JuneBee being a Zerg player, and Duceman, or Nueve Hot Doggo as he's called in these games, is a Protoss player. Gonna be interesting to see how this CVP is gonna end up. Yep. Anyways, are you good to go? I am really good to go. So, let's go. Starting in the on the left side of map Aztec, it's the teal Zerg player JuneBee, and starting in the right corner playing in a yellow suit, it's Nueve Hot Doggo, also known as Duceman. So as I said before, Aztec being a 3-player map. You start on low ground, you have your natural up here, high ground of course, and you have your second natural over here. We're going to be seeing Scout soon, and I'll explain the entrances. This is Scout. So you have your first entrance here, it's a small choke, but you also have a big entrance over here, which is a huge choke, and that leads to your second natural, but you have this way around as well. You also have the gas expansion on the bottom of your high ground wall around your base, and yeah. So we're seeing here Duceman going the wrong way with Scout, while June here is going the right way. And it's an overpool once again. Forge opening, bit late, or not? No, it's actually not. He just went back with the probe. So this is gonna be kind of like the same opening as the last game last series. Difference here being June is going for the Zerglings before the drone, but still only 2 Zerglings. So what we could be seeing here is yeah, we're probably gonna be seeing a 3rd hex and a 3-hatch Hydra disc build again. But actually we have 2 cannons here, and this is a glitch. This is a space in between where units will get stuck. At least the bigger units, not Zealots, but Dragoons. Alright, so there's the second hatchery on the second expansion. This taking the gas expansion here, which is, yeah, maybe an easier expansion to protect once it's up, but before it's done, it's a pretty long way from the main to get over here with units. So both positives and negatives about that. If you're going for a 3-hatch Hydra build, it would suffice just taking this. But it seems like he's going for a lair. So this is not gonna be a 3-hatch Hydralisk build. So gateway now. Okay, so he's putting the gateway back there instead of over here. I guess this is too small space. Yeah, the gate won't be able to fit over here. So a little bit misplaced cannon here. Might have been planned to put it there just to get the gateway here. Not a big deal at the moment since there wasn't a run-by or anything. And Zerg is actually producing drones as he should, since he knows that there's 2 cannons and there is no gateway there. And we're having the Nexus up here, and should be seeing some probes being moved now. Need to move some probes. Nope, no probes. And we have Spire. Spire coming up in the Zerg base, which means we should be seeing, yep, Overlords coming up here, and the second gas being taken soon. Gonna need that extra gas, if it's not just to build 2 Scourges, kill off any Corsairs. But this guy sees that there is no Stargate yet, so won't be seeing any Corsairs anytime soon. +1 on the Corsair is being upgraded, no +1 on the attack yet for the lead units. And now we have 5 hatcheries. Still no second gas, so this is most likely just gonna be those Scourges that's gonna protect from Corsairs. Looks like it. We have Hydrodyne being built here now as well. Alright, so actually, there we go. 2 Corsairs coming up now. Idle probes in the expansion. None here. Okay. Right, so Scourge is up, the Corsair is up. We have Scourges moving in now. This poor fella is gonna die. Most likely, or no, yeah, he's dying. And this guy's dying. So, maybe a good trade. I don't know, JuneBee now being supply blocked, of course. But there are a lot of Hydras being produced here, and he already has a lot of links. So this is actually a really good play by JuneBee here. Meanwhile, in the Protoss base, we're having speed coming up, but there is actually no +1 yet, and there's no Templar Archives. So he's being a bit late with this and losing another Corsair to Scourges. Another hatchery being built here. The speed is down, so we now have just gonna wait it out for the range, and the range is down, so almost halfway down. So this is the time to move the Hydras to time that Hydra bust, and this is actually perfect timing. I never get to do these perfect timings. Also, we should be seeing +1 here being, yeah, should be ready in time. Still no Templar Archive. There it is. Start being produced over there. And June really playing well here. You knows this strat, it seems. Alright, now moving in. There are only 2 cannons here. Duceman needs to add more if he's gonna be able to survive this. And you just moving in, getting rid of the first cannon. And should most likely be able to kill off the second as well. And these guys. +1 should be ready anytime. Up there it is. Which means... Alright. Picking off those. Pretty decent micro in here. With the Hydras. Need to target these guys that are weak. But it's quite hard as well. Need to be really fast with your hands. No more cannons being added, and Storm is nowhere near ready. We have a lot of silos being produced here, and the gateways are all over the place. And this is also important for all players in tier 3 and tier 2 maybe as well. Make sure to have your gateways at the same place. It's too hard if you need to flip around the whole main just to produce. Make sure to have them on the same place, so you can just put F1 or just have control 5 on one of them and just double click it to get to all of them. So yeah, that's a tip for me. Make sure to have your production in the same place in your main, so you don't have to move around too much. It's gonna save you time, and it's gonna make you not forget where your gates are if you have them in the same place. Of course, you have the one on your wall that is mostly being sacrificed to Hydras or to just being removed to get units by, but the other ones should always be in the same place, and it should be somewhere in between your natural expansion and your main nexus, just to be able to produce and set fast rally points to the closest nexus if there is a drop or if there is a hurry to the entrance. JuneBee now moving in, getting the cannons. You're gonna get the forge before the +2 is ready, and this is a GG. Duceman taps out, and that's 1-0 to JuneBee. GG. So, first game goes to Zerg JuneBee. Well played. He executed that 5-hatch Hydra build very good, I think. And as I said, there's a lot of potential in Duceman. Just need to get those gateways stacked together and get the Templar archives up in time. Don't be late with the Templars when there is Hydras incoming. Alright. So, in game number 2, you wanna bet there is probably gonna be Fighting Spirit or Circuit Breakers. And we have Circuit Breaker, of course. This going. Yep. So, game number 2 between Duceman and June is 1-up for June and it's CVP. And let's head over to the replay. Here we are. Starting in the bottom left corner, playing in the brown suit, it's the Protoss player, and he's Duceman. And starting in the top left corner, in the kind of purple. It's purple color suit. It's JuneBee, and it's a Zerg player. I'm not really sure. They haven't given me the specifics actually, so I don't know what tier this is. Very sorry. Can't answer that. Did not say. The first game, according to the chat here, seemed to have been tier 3. And I'm guessing this could be a tier 2 or a tier 3. I don't think it's a tier 1. And what's going on here? Oh, he actually stopped all the drones. Oh my god. That's not good. Been there, done that. That's why you take away the S for stop. And over here we have an idle probe. We have a forge opening. Yep, we do. Right, so knowing what kind of tier I'm casting at the moment, it's pretty easy. Or it isn't. How the hell do I know that? Could be here. Let's see. Quick search, quick search. So 2 cannons being ahead, being on the safe side. The spawning pool is done. We have the hatchery. We have a very misplaced pylon here that was probably supposed to block the hatchery. Yeah. Yes, this is a tier 3. Sorry. Tier 3. That's English. Alright. June and Duceman being in tier 3. And game before was also tier 3. Sorry. I assume. So. Alright, we're having gas before Nexus and before Gateway actually. Don't know if I approve of that. It's gonna be interesting to know what the plan is here. But I lost a bit of minerals here in the beginning, even if June actually lost a bit of minerals from just stopping all his drones. And yeah, we have a 2 hatchery build here. We have Lair coming up, so this is basically same build as last game, except he's now going for an expansion without gas in the second natural. And third base. He cancelled the gas. Now he gets the gas again. Right. Gateway is now up. We need to close the gap here. Since there is no scouting probe, it doesn't know if there is a mass circling build here, and that might be a big run by. Moving those probes in the right time. It's gonna be a perfect timing. So seal it up. Gonna be able to almost block this. And we have the expansion up, we have gas up, we should be seeing a cybernetics core anytime now. As I say, anytime now. Here we go. And there it is. In the Zerg base we have Spire coming up. It's almost a copy of last game. Still a late second gas here. And he's adding more Zerglings, just to be sure. Haven't really scouting with this guy. Seeing that there is no gas being mined yet. now there is. So the Stargate is gonna be late as well because of that, which gives June a pretty big advantage here, getting that 4th hatchery. Might even go for 5th. Should be one here coming up, and it is. So 5 hatcheries versus 1 gateway and a lot of pylons. And this is also a big thing. There's no need to rush with all these pylons in the beginning. Get the ones that you need. If you only have 1 gateway, you're not gonna produce like 8 units, 4 units right away. So might be better to just save the cash and get the Stargate and more gateways instead. And when you have around 4 or 5 gateways, then you can start double building the pylon if you have the karma for it. So in the Zerg base, we have the 2 extra hatcheries now coming up. We have the Hydra done up, there's speed being made here. And this is gonna be a Hydra build. And since June knows that there is no Stargate yet, there shouldn't be any point of building any Scourges right now. So, do we see any Scourges here? Nope, we don't. +1 on the Hydra stove. A bit quicker with the 2nd gas here. Should be a lot of Hydras being produced now, but it is supply blocked, waiting for those 2 extra overlords here. Getting a creep colony. Seems to be a bit worried about what's going on in the Protoss base, but knowing that there is a Templar Archive coming up, but it isn't done yet. He has the gap he needs to just... Oh, he's getting Mutalisk now. He's going to Mutalisk. This is interesting. A Muta switch before the Hydra push. Now knowing that there is only Zealots here. So these Mutalisks are actually gonna do pretty much damage since there is no air defense whatsoever. He can actually kill off the whole expansion here because there is nothing against it. Oh, but there are a lot of Zealots now. 6 Zealots in the main, and we have 9 in the entrance. So that's a big army at the moment, and there is nothing except for Hydras that's defending in the main. So a counterattack here can seriously put JuneBee in a pretty awkward situation. What's going on? Yep. And we have a DT! So is this gonna be a push with Zealots and a DT just moving in there? Still no cannons being added in the expansion, and all the probes are now dead in the expansion. Meanwhile, Zealots are trying to get in here, can't get in there. Trying to push through to get this Dark Templar in there, and they are getting through. The DT is now in. The Mutalisks are moving back, but that's a lot of units going down here for the Zerg. And in the Protoss base, there is nothing going on actually. But we have some units here, and this is also an advice: get that rally point. And you see, this target is way off. You know that the Zerg is making Mutalisks. Don't make it here. Build cannons, build everything around them, so you have it all together. So the Mutalisk can't pick off 2 pylons, Stargate, and the Templar Archive. And I mean, Duceman, you have the money for it. You have the minerals. You need to get something done here. You need something to protect you from these Mutalisks. Can't wait for the Stargate. You need to get Templar, get an Archon, get something. These guys are not gonna be enough. Because Zerg is having so much production right now. He's having 6 hatcheries, getting a 7th. He doesn't really have the drone account right now. And this guy actually killed 22 drones. Now getting the spawning pool, but he didn't make it. But actually, I totally missed that guy. He did so much damage, and that's why June is so low on Echo right now. But these guys on the other end of the map are doing their piece of damage. So yeah, if he can get these guys as well, that's a really big blow here for JuneBee. And it's still game on, and there's still no cannons. Oh my god, expansion is going down now. Now there's Dragoons being added here. Alright, GG is called. And Duceman taps out. So, game number 2. Goes to June. Alright, so that's a 2-0 win for June. And we saw a bit of a difference in skill level there. But I think Duceman, you got the head in there. And I think you did a great job with the counter attack and getting that DT to seriously kill so many drones and units. I think that was great, and I see the potential in there. But you need to make sure that you have the air defense, especially if you attack with Silos versus Hydras. You don't need to micro them, because that small entrance won't do any difference if you micro the Silos or not. You will only have 2 or 3 of the Silos being able to attack. The other ones are gonna be stuck behind. So make sure that while you're attacking, go back to your base. Make sure to defend it. You know that the Zerg is having Mutalisks. Get cannons up, get an Archon, and then start reproducing Zealots and Storm and Templars versus the Hydralisks. Because you did really good damage there, and I think you could have won that game if you just made those small differences in your base. You had the economy for it, and you took out the Zerg economy. So really well played, both players. And I think that this season you're probably gonna get from tier 3 to tier 2. I'm probably gonna be seeing June in tier 2. I think that was a really solid display, even though you missed that DT, but it's hard. You don't get the attack announcement and damage announcement if there's a DT just roaming around killing stuff. So great play, guys.